I wanted to show you what we're having to live with right now as we're remodeling. I took these off of my son. They were outside actually. He was only using one of these drawers. This has pretty much all of our glasses and mugs, so we can still access most of the stuff in the cabinetry near the sink. And then these were things that were on the very, very top shelf above the cabinets actually. And a lot of it had to be cleaned. And I went ahead and covered them with these clear, they're trash bags actually. And they're perfect though. So this is in the living room. Those are my husband's tools. This is my toolbox. I set that up because I got tired of looking for everything. Those are additional tools and materials. The epoxy and some paint stuff and things are in there. And our dining room table. Oh, this is driving me crazy. Another portable table. These are things I've washed, and these are coming in so handy. I wish I had more, but if I did, I wouldn't have room for it. My husband's plumbing stuff. That's the way the island normally looks because things don't have proper places. Stuff that was in the back of the sink. Still probably gonna end up throwing that out, but just can't decide to do that yet. The taller wood pieces, the shorter wood pieces, and this is what my cups were hanging from underneath one of the cabinets. Okay. Not pretty to look at right now, but it's functional. I've been using the sink so much. Got to empty the dishwasher. The dishwasher has been going several times a day because when I thought about all the dust from sawing using a jigsaw underneath the corner cabinet, that sawdust had a lot of rodent urine and feces in that dust that went everywhere. So everything got wiped down that's being used or washed, and all the stuff that was hanging up. So a lot of the pots and pans are down, all the utensils that were hanging on this side, this has been wiped down, and I got to do all the cast iron because it grosses me out. So everything that was out at the time of my demolition is getting a really thorough cleaning before we use it. The shelves that were there, the temporary shelves that were there for 13 years are gone. They're in those little containers I showed at the beginning of the video. The stuff that was there. I'm going to paint this wall a dark brown, and I want this to be, it's going to show when I put the new shelves up, and the shelves are only going to be about, they're going to be 6 inches deep. And I don't want this being obvious. I want it to kind of blend in with the background, and the shelves themselves will be a glossy white. And today I need to do a little bit of joint compounding. Trailer walls are not even. Like there's a definite difference. This one's raised more than this side, but the joint compound will at least make it not so obviously. I am not a drywall person. I'm not going to end up with perfect walls or even decent walls, but they're going to look better than they are now. I did get the tile to come out. It wasn't that hard once I figured out to start from the end and work toward the other end. But this will need some patching, and I need to paint all the way up to the ceiling and all the way to the floor here because I'm not sure if I'm going to extend this out. I'm thinking about it because I really need more room for all of the things that the cleaning products and such, and this has become an overflow. This is actually a little bathroom cabinet that I put into here to give me a little extra space and a little countertop for my coffee maker. That's important. The Metamucil, also important. So this is the space I'm working with by the sink. Yeah, this is stuff from last night. Too tired, didn't want to deal with it, and wouldn't fit in a dishwasher. So they get taken care of today. But I think I'm going to build up this and make the broom closet, instead of making it 1 foot deep this way. And I'm not sure if it's going to be 7.5, 6 inches, maybe 8 inches, depending on the refrigerator. But I'm not going to build that in until the new refrigerator is here. This is my fudge factor. I know I've got 4 feet from that corner here, and I've got 5 feet from this corner for my cabinetry here. So 5 feet roughly around here. And the upper cabinets will go all the way to the ceiling. So I had a lot of help from my son yesterday taking down the cabinets. There was one piece, there was a cabinet over there and a cabinet on this side with the fridge in the middle and just an open shelf in the middle, and it was all one piece. So my son helped me there. And then when I tried to take this one out, he had to, I didn't have the arm strength to reach in the cabinet and get to these screws. That one, the board was split on the cabinet, so, and the head was stripped on that, so I got to get that out. Now this is just underneath that one base cabinet. It was open on the floor side down here, so anything and everything that did get up there. More mice stuff, more insects, and just dust, dirt. Now this is nothing compared to what was underneath the sink. And we, did some traps. This is nothing compared to what was underneath the sink. And I'm going to come in here. I'm debating if I'm going to clean this and paint, or put the new flooring down and not deal with it. I think I'm going to go with the new flooring because this is just disgusting. And I'm just going to put my mask on and just get my utility knife and cut all this out. But the brown paint needs to be just through here. And if I have more and if I have enough, because I only bought a quart size, I'm not sure how much it's going to take, but it's going to be behind where the refrigerator is, so everything past the 5 foot mark here will go up 6.5 feet at least. That strip of wood is at 7 feet. The top of it is 3/4 inch below 7 feet, because a shelf will be on that too. That's going to be bracing. Like I said, this is a Redneck mansion kitchen remodel. It's a mobile home, double wide, and the studs are 24 inches. The panels are 4 feet apart, wide, and the studs are made for them. And they just have one in the middle so you don't fall through, because you would. This you cannot take the wallpaper off. The drywall. This is the wallpaper. The paper on the drywall. There is no paper and then wallpaper was put on that. This is made as one piece, the drywall, and it's thinner than normal drywall. And you can see the molding strips were made to match, but they never do. The main rooms in this place have just white with a silvery pattern on it, a vertical pattern, so the strips aren't so obviously, you can tell they're there, but they're not as obvious as when the pattern breaks up like this. And I'm going to get the tile off of there, and I'm not too worried because the backsplash, the future backsplash will cover all of this, but I'm going to take that down and patch it as well as I can. That's my goal for today. Not as much done as I had hoped, but I probably wasn't realistic with my expectations. Originally I was going to move all these to another room, just empty them out temporarily, move them, fill them back up with the exact same stuff, and get them out of my way. But that's not practical. It has gotten too crazy with all the stuff out. So if I can build in these cabinets this weekend, I can move the stuff back where they belong, and then I can focus on moving these, and I won't be so out of space. In fact, that would be idyllic, because pretty much everything that's out there should have their new homes in here, if not if just temporarily. And I've already I'm going to build the upper cabinets first. I'm kind of rambling now. I hadn't had my coffee. Oh, where's my screws? I was looking for them yesterday. I'm trying. I got to where I was spending a lot of time looking for things that I had put down, so I'm forcing myself to put everything back in the tray. These Craig jigs, I'm telling you, I'm going to go out and get a couple of more of their jigs today, products, to use with the table saw, my husband's table saw. I'm going to get a couple of more, and then I'll show the setup I have out there. I'm excited, but this makes a difference to not spend time looking for where I put things down. I put all my safety gear in one container, and it all has to go back in that container, so I just have to recall where the container is to find my safety stuff. But anyway, to have my coffee and sit down and go over my little list of things to do so I don't forget stuff, and put it in the order that they need to go in, so that I don't flub up things in the heat of the moment. But right now we are cooking and doing everything like normal. Trying to keep things off of here has been difficult. I need to cover that. So that's another thing for today. Oh, I was going to put a curtain. Last video I said I was going to do a curtain, and I realized, wait a minute, I got these doors. So I went ahead and hung this door, and that helps hide the clutter. And I need to, I wasn't measuring, I was just throwing things up, and I goofed. I need to take that strip off the front of there and do that. It's pocket holes on the other. See the pocket holes? I just did 2. And then I can put this door up. And that's just temporary. This is the south wall. That's going to be really, even though I started with this corner section, this is going to be the last wall to get changed, to get redone. My mini oven, that's great, because you don't need anything bigger than this most of the time. This will cook, this will bake cake, and a good sized pie can go in there, and it's perfect. And it's got the little timer, so it cuts off. I can start it and walk away. Uses a whole lot less electricity, and eventually it's going to be over here, but for now it's going to go back into its corner where it was over there once there's cabinetry. So another fun day ahead. Thanks for watching.